Welcome back, friends. Today is 6 March, 8 p.m. in the evening. We are going to be discussing, as you see, Boeing. There are a few stocks, as I mentioned a couple of days earlier, that is setting up. Actually, bottom is being formed in some of them. Nothing is guaranteed over there in the market, but there is a good probability. Basically, no one can predict anything in the market based on probabilities. What's going to happen? We can take our chances, and there are few stocks that is over the period of times, I mean years if you are talking, turns out to be a good stock but being punished for whatever reason, coming down, consolidations or whatever you want to call it. So Boeing is one of them. The second one is Apple, as we know. The third one is Tesla. Yes, we can go in debate about so many things, and actually Lyft is interesting play. Lyft has to catch up with the Uber as well, and there are many more, but these are four or five that we can start in video a day. Apple I posted yesterday, but in the middle of the video, there was no audio after that. But still, it's quite interesting the way it's playing out. What is it right now? Somewhere around 175 in Apple. We might be looking. I'm not sure. I will not comment anything on Apple what is right now, but please check out the video. So let's see the Boeing. Before we go in Boeing, do the Google. Google is interesting actually. If you put Boeing stock, actually, let me show you. Don't do predictions on it. If you just do Boeing stock over here, then there's a prediction over here. So what will you will see? So and so 264 based on so many analysts. 12-month issued in past 3 months. Target is 300. Lower forecast 215. The average price target represents 31% the increase from the current. So that's overall gain. Interesting actually. To find this earlier, you would go to particular websites and get the details. Welcome. Good information, quick information over here. Let's go to our charts. What we are seeing here, I just want to show you something, how to look at the charts. We will be, of course, having Elliott wave in the back of our head. So this is the weekly chart, I believe, actually daily chart over here. So what do we see? The red bars over here, these are the lows on the waves, whatever the waves you want to call it. So one low was here, high was here, then the low that is being formed here is higher in the valuation of this low, so that is called higher lows. This one high, this one is higher in the valuation compared to this one, so this is called higher high. This low is higher in the value, so this is called higher low. So it was making higher high, higher low up to this one. Then we have seen the dip. Let's call it a correction. There was no bad news around this time, which is somewhere around October, but still there was a correction in 23. Now 24 came, was about to start actually, and beginning of first week we seen 2-3 weeks terrible for Boeing, and that's the reason it was being punished. I entered around earlier, somewhere around in the range of 180. The way I was looking was looking over here, the massive run, and I missed the exit out, but I exited at 210 because I had a fear that we might be looking at 180. So I exited at 210. Right now it's 201, but it's time for me to get back into the Boeing. There is a reason behind it. There is a good probability is happening now. So as you see the parallel channels, what you can see, it's narrowing it down. What if the low is over here, then the high is going to come. So I'm not saying it's going to go higher than high over here, so higher low is going to be made right away. But there are something interesting gaps actually. Gaps are interesting, and what you see over here, that is going to be interesting as well. I will illustrate in the chart over here in upcoming. So this is the closer view to see it. The previous chart and this chart, this one, if you see 4 over, I just want to show you in depth actually over here the way it's forming it out. So we will go actually what area we are focusing is this. But please observe the channels actually, how it's this one was the higher boundary. Once it break out, it becomes a support, then it came down, it came up, but it's sticking on this line right now, right? So if it goes lower, then this is the line it can follow. But as of right now, this one is the magnetic attraction for the Boeing right now. This is it. Earlier it was this one was center line. Now what if this is our center line going to be here in Boeing? What if, right? Visualization is the key actually. You don't need any other tools if you can visualize it better. So same concept we are seeing in the different time frame. Over here it's the same thing on a weekly basis. Now this is the latest from November to here. This one happened, whatever the wave happened over here. Please observe, this is our wave 1. And what is wave? I mean the wave 5 completed over here. We can't see, this one is my 3, this one is my 4, and the 5th one is here. We can call it that way. But if you see that top of the wave 1 was not taken out when it came down. It was crushing down. There was so many bad news over here. If you see, there is a gap down opening over here. There is another gap down opening over here. So after that, what we've seen, it filled up this gap. There is a nature that happens. The gap gets filled at some point. You can. The question is when. Yes. So that is the question that no one can tell you. But yes, gap gets filled. That is one concept. This one get filled. There is a volume. Okay, volume. We're gonna focus on the volume as well. Right now, no. But interesting it is, the volume is dying down when it's going down. It's a good indicator actually. So as I was talking, that this one was never taken out. 197. If you see on Fibonacci ratios, the entire valuation over here, if you see 78% gain in that, this wave was given up. Is it forming wave one of the bigger wave? Could be. What if that is the case, right? Could be. Then it's massive run that we are looking here for Boeing. I want to show you clear. This is a Renko chart on 30 minutes. I just want to have it clear picture for you guys over here when you visualize it. So somewhere something happened here. It's okay. This is my 1, 2, 3, 4. So it could be here or it could be here. Don't worry on it. You should focus on that. The stop is being maintained. It's not compromised at this moment. And there is one more over here as well. So 197, 200, good bad. What is the next one we are looking is 190. I'm not a big fan of this, but there are many ways this could act as support. In this video, I'm going to discuss about the entry strategy. There is two ways. One is for the people like me, who always looks at the worst scenario first and try to catch in the bottom. Actually, I'm the one who always chases to get the bottom. Do I get it? No. Do I get burned? Yes. Everyone gets burned for doing that. And there are some concepts that you only buy when there are certain things happening. You see it, but for that to happen, you have to wait for some confirmation. Right now, if we see the downfall over here, whatever the waves are here, this is my wave 3 coming down, this is my wave 4, and this is my final wave. If I'm concluding this is, let's say this is my final wave, still if you see the wave 1, it's not being formed here. It's supposed to happen. So even if we go 210, then we are going to see one more dip coming to 204. At that time you can buy it, or right now you can buy it. So there is a confirmation. If that happens 204, then what is the guarantee it will not break 201? So that is your stop loss, 201. So that is one concept. Or you can wait for the breakout to happen. Breakout is somewhere around 212. Once it happens breakout, then you go only, and your stop loss will become 210 actually. So based on that, but in my nature, you are compromising your gain that you are looking. So I'm fine with having the strategy that, I will stagger my buy when it's going down on a 3 level. That is not averaging. Yes, it's at the end, the cost gets average, but that is not the reason I'm having 3 different buys in this one. The only reason is that I do see a turnaround point happening at one of those levels on good probabilities. So that is the reason. So what I'm looking is 200, 190, and 180. Base, these are not just, even numbers of 180, 190, 200, based on so many different Fibonacci things in overall chart and stuff. That's why it's here. So what I will do, if I'm supposed to invest $1,000 over here, I will buy 2 at around this price, 200, 1 at 190, and if I see 180, I will buy 2 more. So that way my 1,000, it will not get 1,000 invested. Basically 950 will get invested. My average, I'll be buying 5 stocks, so my average will be coming at 190. Okay, people will say, okay, wait for $10 to come down. What if it doesn't come down? I will be at least 2 stocks, I will have it. So my 40% of the investment is already in. If it runs from here, I'm fine. At least I have 40% in. If you are aggressive, then once the breakout happens, you can buy it over here if you want to, rest of the buys. Or what if it's not stopping here? What if it's coming at 190, right? It can bounce back from here, and it can still go now 180. Yeah, I mean, there is a good chance, not a good chance, there is a chance actually to go even lower than that, 154, 144. Yeah, could happen. Right now there is no indication of that happening. 180, I don't see it even coming, but 190 could play a part, because the wave 1 has to be formed, the structure has to be formed, or you can say this is wave 1, who knows right now. But I'm looking something here, say similar concept what we seen here, some concept over here. This one, this, if you see, high was here, low was here, so this will not be valid. This is the closer look. So the breakout strategy I was talking, that has to be 216, has to be your breakout strategy. So you buy it right now, and if it runs, if it goes above 216, then you buy it. It's aggressive. It is called aggressive buying. I mean, but I never done it. I done it actually, but my wife, I mean, she always scolds me for that. That she says, I mean, you never buy it when it's low, but you buy it when it's high. And statistics shows that it's not favorable for me so far. So I will stick to my concept of having three buys when it's going low, and I will take my chances over there. And if you see, there is one more line, this yellow line, what we see the slope, actually earlier this was over here. The gap has to fill, that we try to fill in this gap, it failed, it came down. If you see that, okay, yes, we are not going higher, actually higher highs are actually highs are becoming lower, 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 but the lows are being maintained over here. Good support. The volume, next slide we might be seeing good volume. Actually I just changed some settings in the, so this is the moving average of the actually average of the volumes over here. So we don't see much happening over here. As we see, the volume died down over here. Now there is some interest coming back. Actually earnings were good this time. I mean, if we would have, I mean, came before those, I mean, issues happened, we could have been looking at Boeing somewhere around 300. I mean, that's why, that was the reason I was in it. But that's fine, time will come. Good stock doesn't give you that many opportunities actually, so if it is there, we should act and grab it. So based on that, 269 I'm going to see, I know that in near future. If you see 200, 8% profit over here, that's not what I'm looking. Minimum that I see the run happening is around 234 to 243. Something could change after that. Remember that earnings are getting better as of right now after COVID. So this was, last year was the first quarter, I mean first year that it gave a surprise. Then what was the market expectation? And remember the Google that we did, the average analyst rating and stuff. So based on that, I'll be initiating a buy positions. Actually my risk tolerance is different, so this is, use it as a learning purpose. If you are investing, please make sure that you understand the risk involved before jumping in here. Everyone has a different appetite for the risk, and you should not be jumping because somebody or me, I'm saying something. So that's Boeing. We will review it on a 15 days basis and see what's developing over here. So thank you for watching. Next video we will be doing Tesla. I've been telling, like, from what is it, when the earnings came, the video that I posted was 180. I was expecting it came sharp 180. And since then, there was a gap, I mean, filled as well in Tesla that was around 200 level. And there was a good chance indication over there that it will fail. I told many people that it's going to fail actually over there once it gets filled. And that's what happened in Tesla, just for the review. But what I'm looking, 166 in Tesla. Keep an eye on Tesla, 166. It's getting interesting over there. Just a preview over here. So probably tomorrow I will have the video based on Tesla. So as I was talking, it came down, it went to 180, it bounced back. There was a parallel channel over here being followed. So it came here, 206, almost it got filled, and boom, down. So let me show you on 4-hour chart what we are looking. This one, if you see, same concept, wave one over here. This one is not going to sustain actually because of the volume over here. If you see that volume is chugging up actually, and the move is coming down. What I'm looking is, understand I have actually drawn it, but I will just show you here. I don't want to mess up my chart. So 70%, 159, this is 164. Okay, so I have a concept that if it doesn't act as a support, this one 176, then we will be looking at 164. That's interesting. So yes, keep an eye, 176 to 166 for Tesla, and it can come over here as well, 152, and in the worst case 142, and if 142 has to hold. If it's not coming, then we are going to retrace it, this one, all the way. And I don't know what to say on Tesla. So Tesla tomorrow. Thank you for watching. I will say every day, stronger heart, happy minds, happy trading. Thank you for watching, and comment in the sections what stocks would you like to have, view, or discuss. It's getting interesting market. Thank you.